Hello, and what you just watched was a video yoga pose. Excellent reminder that yoga is available to all. The pose you just saw was the Savasana, or otherwise known as the corpse pose. The people of the East had a desire for superior health, prolonged life, and spiritual growth, which inspired the techniques of yoga, which dates back more than 5,000 years. Today, you will be informed about the general history of yoga and the basics of Western yoga practice. As a student of yoga, it is an honor to share with you the history of yoga. As found in the Yoga of Art and Meditation, Breathing, Relaxation, and Spirituality Journal, yoga pre-existed written history and reached the United States in the 1800s. In the 1960s, popularity increased with the youth culture interest in anything Eastern. The earliest signs of yoga appear in ancient shamanism. The term shamanism was first applied to the ancient religion of the Turks and the Mongols. Other religions throughout the world have incorporated practices and ideas related to yoga. As reported in the Journal of Yoga, Yoga's Greater Truth, in the 6th century BC, the poses and meditation became a critical element and were implemented in Buddhist teaching. While the origins of yoga may date back to pre-Vedic Indian traditions and some recorded around 400 CE, in the 1980s, yoga was brought to the Western world by gurus of India. In an article of the American Psychology Association in 2001, yoga practices gained recognition and reverence as a valuable method to support stress management and improve health. Numerous physicians recommended yoga for patients at risk for heart disease, back pain, arthritis, depression, and other chronic conditions, which just reinforces what we learned from our East friends, the desire for superior health, prolonged life, and personal spiritual growth, which inspired the techniques of yoga. In the article, it also describes that the system is built on 3 main structures: exercise, breathing, and meditation, that are designed to put pressure on the glandular systems of the body, thereby increasing its efficiency and total health. Because the breathing techniques are based on the concept that breath is the source of life in the body. These 2 systems of exercise and breathing then prepare the body and mind for meditation. And as the yogi finds, which is a common name for those that practice yoga, it's an easy approach to a quiet mind that allows for silence and the healing of everyday stress. Numerous physicians recommend yoga for patients at risk of heart disease, back pain, arthritis, depression, and other chronic conditions. Kelly McGonigal, PhD at Stanford University, says the evidence is showing that yoga really helps people change at every level. Sat Berkalsa, PhD and neuroscientist and professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School at Brigham, says, "I believe if everyone practiced the techniques of yoga, we would have a preventative aid to a lot of our problems." Kalsa says there would be likely less obesity and type 2 diabetes, and people would be less aggressive, more content, and more integrated, which tells us what our Eastern friends brought over 5,000 years ago. One of my teachers once stated, "Young or old, healthy or sick, one can find a yoga class that can provide them with a profound transformation." My personal favorite is the traditional hot yoga, hatha or bodhi yoga, which consists of a series of 26 postures, including a breathing exercise practice in a hot room of 95 to 101 degrees. You may exclaim, "Woo, that's very hot!" But there are ways in which your body acclimates to those types of degrees. Not all yoga classes are 101 degrees. There are hundreds of schools of yoga. Some of them well known are Hatha, Raji, Bhatka, and Karma Yoga. They all incorporate physical movements and posture, breathing techniques, and meditation. If you are interested in getting started, and the best way is to find a qualified teacher, a local certified trained studio, a book and/or research online. The first yoga practice I attended, some of my initial thoughts were, I feel so relaxed and I had a sense of peace and comfort. When I attended my first hot class at 103 degrees, my brain told me to run. I am glad that I didn't. Yoga has changed my life for the positive, and I am grateful to my yogi friend and our Eastern friends who introduced me to yoga. In conclusion, yoga has a long history, and it was established to achieve, with a regular practice, a clear mind and a strong, vibrant history. Now that you know more about yoga, I hope you find it helpful to hear the history and the purpose of yoga to begin your own personal journey with yoga if you choose. There is a term I want to share with you that many yogis use to complete a yoga practice. It is translated from the Sanskrit language as an expression of meeting or parting, also a way for a person to express gratitude and thank you to another person for his generosity and his time. Namaste.